In the outer suburbs, the Bronx has something of a reputation. Housing, education and employment can all be a struggle here. After a short spell in prison, Deontay Morrison is finding it hard to get work and won't vote in this election.
They ain't gonna look out for self regardless. It ain't doing it for us. For me, it's doing it for them. That's more wealthiness for them. That's, for me, like I say, look out for the riches and the wealthy. It's nothing for us, so it makes no difference.
What about you? Will you vote?
No, because like I said, it makes no difference.
It's not just in these areas where African Americans have high unemployment, but right across the United States. Twice as many of them are without jobs as compared to the national average. It's almost like a permanent recession for some of them. Here in the Bronx, in New York State, unemployment in the black communities is 8.2%.
At night, it's easy to spot the homeless. There are so many, but not all depend on welfare.
Who's next? Who's next? Yellow cab, sir?
Dival and his pregnant girlfriend Nadine live on the streets. He makes a living from tips, hailing taxis for customers.
I hear all the promises, but I haven't seen anything yet. So we're living off hope and a prayer, you know. But as it stands right now, we haven't seen anything. African Americans, we're the bottom of the totem pole right now.
A few blocks away, this 20-year-old has spent 12 months living rough, occasionally holding down part-time jobs. He believes there has been an improvement during Obama's presidency, but wants to see more government help.
Programs that help them get jobs and keep jobs, you know, teach them banking and how to maintain a stable life, so to say.
The gap between Americans with jobs and security and those with next to nothing seems to be getting wider.
For African Americans in particular, there's a second real challenge to their opportunities, which is that they tend much more so than whites to live in concentrated poverty. The typical African American child grew up in a neighborhood that was so poor that only about 5% of whites experienced that kind of poverty.
In the US Senate, there are just 2 senators out of 100 who are black. There is better representation in Congress. But Donald Trump has tried to turn this into an opportunity. He's attempting to reach out to disaffected black voters by saying, "What have you got to lose?" Yolo Abdavid, TRT World, New York.